Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 news update video of mine. And today is a big day because we got lots of news, we got a trailer, we got patch release notes, we've got all kinds of stuff. So there is a brand new update coming out next Tuesday, which is June 12th, and it's the second part of the Han Solo season, which is Season 2 for Battlefront 2. Today, I am going to be sharing with you the brand new trailer, showing off the new content, going in depth about all of the different changes and additions coming in the next update next week, as well as some teasers towards some other stuff coming in the future. I will leave that towards the end of the video, and we also got patch notes for the next update. So let's kick things off with the trailer because, well, it makes sense to show off the new stuff, right? Well, let's dive straight in.
That smuggler! Get him!
A good blaster. The right crew.
So here is the trailer. We are on Kessel. That is the new world we're getting in Star Wars Battlefront 2, inspired by Solo: A Star Wars Story. As you can see, Han is getting a brand new outfit, and we're going to be fighting within the spice mines. We also see Lando's Solo outfit in action here, and what appears to be a new skin for Chewie as well when he's fighting Bossk on Jabba's palace. So, this is the brand new map, Coaxium Mine, and this is from Kessel, a brand new world coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2 from Solo: A Star Wars Story. Jabba's palace has already been added to the game. As for game modes, Hero Showdown has already been added, but Extraction is making a triumphant return, yes. The fan favourite mode from the Outer Rim expansion pack is back for Coaxium Mine. So as you can see, we've got some brand new hero appearances. We already have Leia's and Lando's from the first part, but Chewie gets his Vandor heist skin, which adds a different belt on his shoulders and some goggles. That's basically it, I'm pretty sure. But we also do get a Solo skin for Han, so he looks just like Alden. It's fantastic. I actually really like the look of this, and I'm definitely going to be getting it. And we also get a skin for Han when he's on Corellia right at the start of the film, and then we also have that Lando skin as I mentioned, and it looks so much like Donald as well, so maybe we'll get voice lines from him. It definitely sounds like Alden in the trailer for Han, so it kind of makes sense that we would get Donald, but I just don't know. We don't have any confirmation about that. We also get the skin for Lando right at the end of the Solo film, which is, I mean, it looks cool, but we definitely could have done with a certain person to take this spot for another legendary skin.
Push it!
And there is a brand new hero ship, Lando's Millennium Falcon, as you expected. So as you can see, you're going to be flying around in space battles with this new Millennium Falcon. Or should I say old, because technically it is kind of old. And this is just more gameplay of the Coaxium Mines and Extraction, which should be really, really fun. I cannot wait to play Extraction. One thing I noticed here is that this is the old Millennium Falcon model. Maybe they just hadn't got the other one ready to put in the game, but that is an inconsistency with the game world. So there is a visual look at the new content coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2, but how about we actually get some details on it? Well, Ben, the community manager, has done a community transmission for us. So on June 12th, we are getting Kessel as a planet, including a map for it, which is Coaxium Mines, and you'll be able to play it in Arcade, or for Blast, Hero Showdown, Heroes vs Villains, and Extraction. So there again, Extraction is back and it's available for those modes as well, which is good. I'm glad it's there for Hero Showdown and Heroes vs Villains right off the bat. So let's talk about Extraction then. Well, so the rebels have located shipments belonging to the Empire, which will be Coaxium, and they must escort it to their transport ship, but the Empire is out to stop them. So victory occurs whether the rebels escape with the shipments or the time runs out, in which case the Empire will win there. You'll actually be able to play Extraction across both Jabba's Palace and Kessel, and if you're at EA Play, you'll be able to play Extraction in the Battlefront 2 area of the FanFest. So if you are heading to EA Play this weekend, you'll be able to try it out before it does release on Tuesday, which is great because I really want to play it on Jabba's Palace again. I would have liked to maybe seen another map here and there, but hopefully it works really, really well with Kessel. So let's talk about appearances then. Well, I think this is the point where I'm the most disappointed at. So we're not getting the skins that I expected. I'm sure most people expected. Most people expected a Darth Maul legendary skin from Solo: A Star Wars Story and a couple of other things. Well, this is what we're going to be getting. We're going to be getting Han's 2 legendary appearances, the Corellia Escape one, and Beckett's crew, what you see at the start of the movie and throughout the movie. And then Lando is going to be getting 2 legendary appearances as well. He's getting his professional sportsman outfit and the raconteur outfit. And you saw these in the trailer. And that rare skin we spoke about is what I expected it to be. Chewie's Vandor heist look. I got that right. And that is going to be a rare skin for Chewie. Lando's Millennium Falcon. Well, it is a specific hero ship. It's not just a skin. So this is Lando's Millennium Falcon, and it doesn't have the modifications Han made to it, so it's faster, but at the same time isn't quite as resilient. So you get the form of 2 laser cannons with alternate firing. This automatic weapon deals medium damage over a medium range, but has a high rate of fire, as opposed to the current Millennium Falcon. It's quite a slow firing one. And it also has 3 brand new abilities. We have Coaxium Injection and Afterburner, which gives the ship an instant speed boost beyond its maximum speed for a long time. This can be cancelled if you do wish to slow down. Synchronized Fire fires both of your primary weapon guns simultaneously and increases the damage for a short space of time. This is going to be important, I think. And L337 Copilot. You can call upon L3 to highlight enemies for both yourself and friendly starfighters. Any highlighted enemies will receive an increase in damage inflicted against them. There's also a bunch of menu updates. So in the first part of this season, they did remove the holographic effect from the main menu. In June, they are going to be removing it from the spawn screen and end of round MVP screen, which is fantastic. Both screens will have a brand new look to them in line with the main menu that was added back in May. So that's based on our feedback, they've listened and they're doing it. Ben says we heard a lot of positives over the new look menu, especially around the character models that now populate them. What if you could inspect the models and interact with them even further? Alongside the above updates to the menu screens, we're also going to be releasing a change that allows you to inspect the character models from within the appearance menu. You'll be able to rotate, pan up, pan down, zoom in and out. Now that is awesome. I wasn't expecting this for some time. I was expecting at least the rotation to come in this update, but they've gone a step further and we're actually going to be able to look around the models, which is going to be awesome. This is going to really help my mod videos because it's just going to add a whole different look to these appearances. Jetpack Cargo is back. So last time there was a lot of feedback regarding the time limit, well, the lack of time limit, I should say. So now there is a 6-minute time limit to each game. They've also updated the user interface, so it now displays the score and time remaining, which is good. In terms of maps, they've replaced Bespin with Yavin 4. Hopefully that'll be much better. And you no longer pick a character when you spawn, you just pick the weapon you want to use. And they want more feedback on Jetpack Cargo when it does return. Quality of life change for time challenges is here, so they've made it where time challenges now display on the front menu alongside the crate notification, so that's good. It just allows us to quickly see challenges that are about to expire right off the get-go instead of doing multiple clicks and presses. That's a good thing. In terms of EA Play, like I said, Extraction is going to be available on Kessel. You'll be able to play that at the FanFest. And on Saturday, June the 9th, there is going to be a press conference for EA Play. And it's where EA is going to be showing off new gameplay of all their new games. And Ben has teased there is stuff to come for Star Wars Battlefront 2. He said, do not miss the press conference. So he did tease earlier this week, last week I should say, look, we're going to have potentially some news coming out before EA Play for Season 2 Part 2, because we're saving time for EA Play for some other stuff. So I'm not saying anything here, but I think we're going to be getting a tease for Season 3. He actually said on Reddit, there's been a lot of talk about this season, but we want to clarify one thing. There's a reason why we're talking about this now and not EA Play. See you soon on Saturday. Please be a Clone Wars teaser. Just please, there has to be. Now let's take a look at the patch notes for this patch. There has been some fixes for Captain Phasma, Palpatine, Rey and Lando. So they're a bit better, they're not as buggy anymore, such as Rey's issue where she could actually dash through a lightsaber block. As for trooper changes, there's been some major ones. So there's been a change to the lock-on system where instead of notifying the player when it's already been locked on, it's actually going to tell you when it's locking on. And the combat roll for Assault is blocked for a brief period of time when activating Toughen Up. So it's to prevent discrepancies between the animation, audio and the abilities activation. The Heavy now has 3 ion torpedo shots per magazine as opposed to 1, so it's more reliable against air targets. Also increased the ion torpedo damage against vehicles overall and a few other issues. They've also reduced the flash duration of the flash grenade, finally, and fixed an issue where the improved flash grenade would cause a longer flash duration than the default version. Thankfully, because I've had a nightmare. I'm sure a lot of people have had nightmares with this as well. The Specialist has received a huge health change. So they are increasing the base health from 100 to 150 and the regeneration per second from 60 down to 30. They've also adjusted the sprint recovery and a lot of other core stuff, which is great. As for aerials, they've reduced the deploy time of the rocket launcher from 1 to 0.8, so it makes the activation more snappy, which is great. They've also increased the time the player has control over the jetpack, giving them better air control in the air. That has been tweaked, and it'll be great and perfect for jetpack cargo. Hopefully we'll make it a bit more of a fun game mode. There's a bunch of different fixes to Galactic Assault, Arcade, Heroes vs Villains, Hero Showdown. There's some revised HUDs for Hero Showdown, like the timer is permanently displayed when there is less 30 seconds left, which is great. And they've also added a kill log to Jetpack Cargo. There's a couple of things here and there that are just minor quality of life improvements, but are welcomed. Ewok Hunt has had some polishes, so they've created a different crosshair colour when under the effects of Valiant Horn, which is a nice UI change. They've polished the Ewok jump attack, reduced the starting score bonus for the first Ewok, decreased the hut interaction area so that Ewoks don't activate the hut entrance by accident. It's just overall good improvements. And they added the missing Grimoire guards in Jabba's palace. They are back. I know we've missed them, but they are back. And some more general changes. They've added an animation to the XP bar when ranking up. They've added some additional matchmaking information at the end of round. Hopefully we can see what that is like. They've adjusted the credit payout for time spent in a match by reducing the time bonus by 20% in order to give more weight to actions during a match. You will see a slight drop in credits per game depending how you do. So that's it for this Season 2 Part 2 news update video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like. Comment below what your thoughts on this Season 2 Part 2 update is. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying it's really underwhelming, and it is. But if Extraction is good and keeps us playing for a fair amount of time, and the map is good as well, the coaxium mines, fair enough. But we need, at EA Play, a lot of cool stuff. We need to see Season 3 and hints towards future content, because these skins are not doing it for me. I would have loved to have seen something other than just 2 for Lando and 2 for Han, right? You know, Han's going to have like 6 or 7 skins now, which compared to someone like Luke only has 2. And he's, you know, such a major character. And there are so many other characters like Maul that could have 2 or 3 skins by now and just don't have them. So that's lacking. We need more blasters, definitely. And I just hope Extraction is as good as it used to be. So that's it for this video. If you missed any of the 2 previous videos on the screen, go check them out, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.